Okay, what's going on everyone? Doc here, and today I've got a very interesting video because you've already seen the thumbnail now at this point, but I happened to get lucky and find a 6-star Scarlet Witch yesterday, and just 5 of those crystals, which was really cool. Additionally, I had a generic awakening gem for her. I decided, I better use it because there's a rare chance that I'm actually going to dupe her again. I didn't have a ton of Sig stones. Only Sig level 22. But I did bring her up to rank 3. So today I want to take her into a bunch of content and just see what she can do. I really have no idea. So Sig 22 is just under 30% chance to trigger. Now, I use the 5-star a bunch, and that 90% chance doesn't happen all the time anyways. So, a 6-star, we will have to see what she can do. Okay, so we're going to go to Realm here, and I'm going to kind of build the synergy team, how I want to use it. Because what I really want to do is give you guys, I want to show you the 5-star, so you can kind of build a baseline for what you kind of expect to see out of the 6-star. You expect to see better than the 5-star. So I'm going to build the right team here if I can remember everyone that needs to be and not forget anyone. I'm looking for Quicksilver, and I'll talk about what the synergies are as well. And I think, who's the last one? Spider-Man? No, it's not Spider-Man. Oh, it's Sigil Scarlet Witch. That's it. So, synergies that we're running right now, Wiccan is critical damage rating is increased by 700. So, really not super important. It's just going to be increasing the damage that my specials would do. This one's a little bit better, increasing buff duration by 20% and reducing debuff duration by 20% as well. So that one is nice. It makes you launch off more specials while the prowess is up. So this is the big one. A lot of people talked about this for a couple of days when this synergy came out, and I think the main reason they changed this so quickly is because the 6-star was about to hit live servers. But when Veil of Fortune triggers, so her Sig ability on all those buffs and debuffs that she can trigger, 50% chance to gain that prowess buff, stacking up to 3 times, so you can have up to 300% special attack damage during the special. I honestly don't know if I even hit that once. But just to kind of give you guys an overview. And now let's hop in with the 5-star, and I'm going to speed it up just so you guys can get a baseline of what we're looking at normally with a 5-star Sig 200 Scarlet Witch. So, not too bad, but still, 117 hits. Not a super impressive showing for a 5-star. Not awful, but not super impressive either. 157. So, what I'm going to do now, just going to restart. Like I said, I don't have to switch around anyone on the synergy team this way. And we're going to go in with the 6-star rank 3 and see what she can do now instead. So, last time we had a couple good specials on that 5-star one. If you slowed it down, you might have seen like 115k, I think, and an 85k. But we also had a 15k at one point with multiple prowesses, so that was pretty bad. Obviously, that was a non-crit. That one, the 15k one. But still, that's not great. Be interesting to see actually what her minimum is, or we can get 2 prowess and crit for 193. Wow. Okay, so some AK crits here. AK medium crits from Scarlet Witch is not something I would expect normally. Really good there. If I could steal a little bit of power, nope. Hopefully I can still launch a nice special here. 40k with just 1 prowess, not too bad. But that 115k crit definitely beats out the top damage from the 5-star, so that's a good sign so far. So I did test her a little bit yesterday, and honestly, it didn't go too well. I was really hoping for a little bit more. The 30% chance is it's kind of up for grabs, really, as to whether or not. I did just get a prowess there and a regen, which is not too shabby at all. Hopefully I can throw another special while I have this prowess up, and I can. Another 40k. But other than that 115 there, we've been a little bit slow. Hopefully right here, actually, now with those buffs, we can do one more good special. He's going to launch a special too and deny me to use my cruelty. Go for a little bit more here. And it didn't crit. 13k again. So I think that's two 13ks in there, and we're at more hits now than the 5-star. So yeah, I think the 30% just caught up with us. I think worse special RNG, but just worse RNG in general. 20k crit with absolutely no buffs here. So it started off very, very good and ended up really, really bad. An extra almost 30 seconds on that fight there. But now let's go into some real content. Let's find something in Act 7 that would be interesting to do. I could do Gauntlet, but that's Doom first, so that's not really going to help too much. But let's find like an easy path. Let's see if there's something Scarlet Witch can do here. And from here on out, I'm just going to be using the 6-star, by the way. What's this? Flare, colorblind. I might have got too many mystics on my team right now. This one actually wouldn't be too bad because we can nullify those armor ups very, very quick. But do I want to fight a Mysterio is the question. That doesn't look too bad. You know what? I like this. Can't stop, won't stop with Muscle Wizard. So I really gotta activate those Unstoppables myself. And that's gonna be where, or during those is when a majority of my damage is gonna come through. And I can actually nullify quite a few of his buffs here as well. Assuming I land some crits, but that should fuel up my power quite a bit more. Let's see here. Bait this out. Not too bad, 62k. I just want to get away from that Unstoppable. Nice. Oh, this should be good. Oh, it didn't crit. Of course it didn't. That's disappointing. Oops. Luckily, he decided to be nice to me here. 79k. It looks like I did get... Looks like my damage actually did benefit from that Unstoppable. Which is interesting. I guess it does count as a knockdown, so that makes sense to me, I guess. I'll knock down again. I wonder if these Unstoppables are benefiting from the increased buff duration that we're getting from one of the synergies as well. Not too bad so far. We've really had some good luck early, and we've had none since. There's 2 prowesses for 170k, of course. In a special, it probably would have killed him anyways. But not too bad. I liked how that went, so let's keep going on this path. We got whatever this guy's name is up next. Why can't I remember it? Cole. Okay. Keep going with the 6-star here. Yeah, I liked that quite a bit, actually. I think I've done that with the 5-star actually before as well. So I'm not exactly a stranger to doing this path with Scarlet Witch. And yeah, she is quite good for it. Back up here. Just launch that. Nice, 122k. I'll check the nodes again, but I'm pretty sure I'm not seeing any increased damage except for those Furies. Which I'm not exactly sure how much they even benefit me. Oh, there's a nice regen. Those would be good. I can nullify a bunch of these for bonus power. Oh, no crit there. That's too bad. If you're wondering, we are actually gaining some Furies here and there. That should kill. Yeah, 98k. Nice. And we've got back up to full health there as well from the regens. Very, very nice. Okay, so that all was kind of live gameplay. I do want to take a second to show some kind of pre-recorded stuff and talk over it as well. I was having a ton of difficulty with my controls for the past couple of days, so I wanted this worked a little bit better, I think. Maybe there was something with trying to run the recorder at the same time as doing the gameplay that might have been messing with controls a little bit. I'm not really sure why, but it just felt worse. So I took a day off and went back to it, and this definitely felt a little bit better. So it was definitely worth it. So I've got this clapback flail and knockdown heavy Iceman here. Main reason is I knew I could purify the debuffs. I found out during the fight that they were actually just fueling willpower, so it didn't really matter anyways. But I wanted to see if that she could kind of regen enough from that initial cold snap. I honestly don't think I trigger regen at all during this fight, but I'm only at half health from that first damage as well, so not too bad. You do see I do launch the special into his block there from a little bit of iffy controls. Don't finish off my combo there, but it does get better, and I get more used to the weird controls as it kind of goes on. Don't finish my combo there again. That's all right. But yeah, she did some pretty good specials so far, other than the one that I launched right into his block. Keeping down that protection isn't too bad at all. And just a special 2 here. I'm going to luckily nullify that ice armor right before I launch the special, so it does 116k. I was really hoping that special 1 would crit as well. Honestly, Scarlet Witch's special 1 damage really isn't that good, so it doesn't really matter too much. But really, I'm glad that I nullified that ice armor first. That was kind of a luck thing, because otherwise, definitely would have only done 5% damage on the special too. So for those of you who don't remember, Scarlet Witch's nullify chance on a crit is 90%, and that has nothing to do with her Sig ability, so that's just a really good ability to have. I think on par with classic Doctor Strange, I think. His is more of a passive nullification, though. And I think this special 1, no special 1? Yeah, there we go. Finishes him off. So not too bad for clapback. Definitely took a little bit of damage there. Could have healed up some more and also got hit. This one I thought would be a little bit more fun. This is a Footloose, Transducer, and Stun Vulnerability. So with aggressive as well. So the main thing here is I wanted to test out her Nullify against Footloose and see just how well that works, I guess, if I can nullify those Footloose buffs quick enough. Because I only have about time for 2 hits on a stun. Stunned vulnerability does help my damage out a little bit here. You mainly see it on basic attack hits. I do try to get in a very cheeky hit there because I can technically hit him there, but he evaded it. And a special 2 here will do, what was that, 53k? Not great. You can see I do get the cheeky hit in there. And I'm just trying to do basically short combos when he has those. Because if I do crit, like I mentioned before, 90% chance to remove those buffs. So that's pretty good. Transducer is helping my power gain quite a bit there. Not a bad special 2 there. 100 something k. And right here is exactly what I wanted to happen. I do go for the special 1 again, because I was kind of in the moment of nullifying both of those buffs in only 2 hits. But that was my main goal for kind of best case scenario with Switch there. And not too bad. That definitely took me a couple tries to get it as nice, but I did decide to continue on this path and see how well I could go against a Cosmic this time. It's going to have a little bit more buffs to nullify, I think, normally. But she may not gain her Fury buffs if she's being hit. Honestly, I haven't read Miss Marvel's abilities in probably like 5 years, so I have no idea. But same deal, less opportunity for kind of cheeky hits, but we can still try to nullify. I do mess up the timing there. I needed like another like half second before actually finishing in my combo when the Unstoppable was down. And the special also didn't crit. Power lock there, I could have kept going. You see, I tried the cheeky hit there, it doesn't work out too well. 3 hits there, and I do nullify one of the buffs. Honestly, Transducer was helping me quite a bit, because even if I did accidentally push myself over to Special 3, I would have just drained power and then been able to launch my Special 2. Another really good combo there where I nullified both the buffs in the first 2 hits. You see I'm landing those 14k mediums. Those are not common. That is due stun vulnerability. But special damage should be absolutely exactly as you see it normally. So not too bad at all. I think I do continue into this She-Hulk fight, but I think I'm just checking to see if there's any nullify. But I think for time's sake, I'll skip over this fight here. Okay, so next up is a very simple nodes here against the Superior Iron Man and Doc Ock. This one is just Redlining in Specialist 2. So we're going to get a little bit more damage on the Special 2, but the main thing is Redlining is going to get us to that Special 2 faster and faster, which is going to be really, really nice. So nullify his armors right away. Now I've got the red. So Redlining, for those who don't know, I've got increased combat rate above a bar of power, below 2 bars of power. If I do reach, I think like 2.5, something like that, it will drain all my power. So I want to make sure that I do launch that special. You see, I'm nullifying quite a bit of, like, pretty much on every crew, which is really nice. A 10k doesn't crit. I can't really attribute the low damage, though, entirely to that. There was the armor up, which was increasing, or decreasing the damage that I could do there. But one combo here should put me into another special, too. 104k, not too bad. And we did actually get a prowess. You'll notice you haven't really seen too many prowesses yet. So far, really hasn't been too great, but 143k there, really, really nice. I think I had 2 prowesses there. I don't know if I ever reached all 3 during a fight, to be honest. It's like a 30% chance to activate Veil, then you had 50% chance on top of it. You kind of expect it to be slow. And speaking of slow, I think this was the slowest fight that I had, but I did want to include it. Just because it's a pretty good Doc Ock fight. He throws a special one like maybe once or twice. You see, I get drained there by Redlining. I miss a special 2 evade. I promise I get it for the rest of the fight after that. But a stun, nice prowess buff there. And yeah, he was refusing to throw specials. So at this point, I've pretty much just given up and decided to make him throw special 2s. And all specials are unblockable, so I do have to fully dex it. I can't hit him at all. Technically I could, but with the 30% chance on a crit, I wasn't going to chance any sort of power drain or power lock there. See, I know how to dodge Doc special too. Yeah, he wasn't throwing a special one, but I was nullifying the armor break, or armor up plenty, and still doing some pretty okay damage here. But really, this is a good showcase of how not so great her power control can be. Yeah, this guy just was not throwing anything at all. I know I ended up pushing him to a special 2 again here, because I just gave up trying to get him to launch special ones. Yep, there we go. And he launches special 2s very, very quickly. So overall, I think, spending a generic Awakening Gem on a 6-star Scarlet Witch, I don't hate it. I got my power drained there by Redlining. I'm under the kind of belief that if you have resources and don't spend them, you'll never get the pulls you want. So you'll never have something to spend them on. So it's best to just spend them and use them. 43k there, not too great, especially with Redlining getting the increased damage there. But that was one of the main reasons why I spent the Awakening Gem. And I definitely stand by that, because like 2 days after this I did get Black Cat, which is a character I really, really wanted to get. So, you know, it is what it is. And the 26 stones that I spent on her were just mystic ones. I wasn't going to use those on any champion in the near future, I don't think. A nice special, too. They're intercepting as well. I think it drained his power. We're up to 2 prowess buffs right now. So hopefully I can do another special within the time there. He does have an armor up buff I can nullify. Yep, there we go. 77k, and he's not dead. But that's alright. So, pretty slow fight. There is a Havoc right after this. I died immediately to him. So, we'll go right past that. And I think we're at the last fight. I thought this would be an interesting one to do. The side quest. This Silver Surfer, you only gain power when you gain buffs, and it is Power Shield. So I wanted to see how well she would do against this guy. So many of you already kind of are familiar with the nodes if you've been doing side quests this month. You see a little bit of power gain I gain, but I do tend to rely heavily on dexterity for my power gain on this. So I'll just start to summarize my overall thoughts on my 6-star rank 3 Scarlet Witch now. Like I was saying before, I don't really regret it. I don't know how much real use I'll get out of her. 2 prowesses like that. A non-crit that absolutely would have killed if it crit. That was a shame. But yeah, no, she is definitely an interesting champion. I think I'll put some Mystic Sig Stones into her. I have Black Widow Clairvoyant at Sig 200. I have Doom at Sig 200. I don't see myself really wanting anyone else to Sig 200 except for maybe Rintra, because I'm really enjoying him right now, and maybe Tigra as well. But overall, apart from those 2, I don't really see myself needing anyone Mystic champions for the time being. So maybe I'll keep increasing her to Sig 200. Another thing I can do is that I have the PTR. I can always test her out and see how she does Sig 200 on the PTR. And I may make a follow-up video to this, but I think you'll see some other content creators come through with some videos on her in the near future that they'll make and kind of talk about her at Sig 200. Possibly even some people might take her up to rank 4. Obviously, a 6-star rank 3 is definitely better than the 5-star. I don't know if she really will move back into meta yet. I'll be interested to see how some people take her up to max Sig and how well they use her. But full honesty, she did better than I expected at a 30% chance to trigger Veil. The 5-star, yeah, the 5-star does great, but it's all RNG. You have good days, you have bad days. That's my biggest issue with the Scarlet Witch. You're going to either be really lucky and be good for the day, or you're going to be really bad. It's kind of like Moon Knight with his moon phases, but way less predictable. So I definitely don't regret spending the Awakening Gem on her, and the 6 stones as well. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I think this is the first 6-star rank 3 Scarlet Witch gameplay up, except for maybe 1 or 2 other small people who have made some content as well. But like I said, I'm sure other content creators will come up with some stuff on her soon. So hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.